Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Brew Wins podcast. My name is Stevie, and I am joined by
Hey guys, I'm Kyle.
no adjective that time. So I guess no adjective is an adjective in some way. Um, okay. So I'm really excited for this little episode, Kyle. We're gonna break down Texas, uh, what we think is gonna happen, because on Wednesday, UCLA will be playing in the first ever women's college basketball players era tournament. If you want to go and see our little head coaches.
Yeah, this is the scary week.
I'm not scared. I'm excited. You're not excited?
No, I mean it's like, yeah, of course I'm excited, but it's also like this is when like everything's about to get really real really quickly.
Yeah. Playtime's over.
Like
Um,
this is trial by fire. I mean, Corey had a quote in the press conference last night. She was like, "We're either going to go to a new level of competitive toughness or we're going to
mhm.
lose."
I agree. I agree with her. Um, and I don't even think a loss would be bad. I
No,
guess coaches like don't think like that. I guess more of like, what do you mean if we lose? It means that we're like deficient in some area. But what do you think about losses, Kyle? Do you think like
I mean, I think obviously there's things to be gained from it. Like, we'll learn a lot about ourselves. We'll learn more about ourselves from losing a game than we're going to learn by winning a game.
I agree. It can almost like make you go to another level. Sometimes you have to get reminded that you're not as good as you think you are. And a lot of times the only way to do that is to actually lose. But we'll see. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I
We're
will
talking like
say
we already lost the game.
a
Just
loss to Texas would weaken our strength of schedule significantly since Duke is
oh,
not.
that's right. Well, let's not assume that Duke isn't going to lock in and beat South Carolina. Well, first of all, let's just mention the teams. Um, so it's Texas, UCLA, Duke, and South Carolina. And if you want to go to the bracket,
Yeah, we've got Corey Close, Kara Lawson, Don Staley, and Vic Schaefer.
those are the coaches. Everyone loves them, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, we
So
can move over to the bracket. We're gonna
yeah,
play Texas on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. 2 o'clock for you East Coasters,
hmm
and
yeah,
then the
right in the middle
other
of the workday. Great.
the other game will follow immediately at 1:30 Pacific and 4:30 Eastern, and then the two winners are gonna play each other Thursday, and the two losers are gonna play each other.
That's on Thursday too, right?
Yeah, both of them
They're
on
both.
Thanksgiving. That's so interesting. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah.
What
Whoa.
is it?
Why is the losers game after the winners game?
I think probably because it's Thanksgiving, so the
Maybe.
prime time is going to be the earlier game.
That's
That's
fair.
what my guess. But I'm just even if UCLA wasn't in this tournament, Kyle, I'd still be very excited for it. It's the first for the women. The men have had this for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's a huge event and it's a great thing for them to be a part of. I mean, they're going to earn $1 million in NIL opportunities per team just by taking part,
hmm
which is huge for all of our players and every player participating in this, not just the UCLA ones. And I think next year they're looking to expand the women's field just like they've expanded the men's field.
I think it's to eight, right? They'll go to eight next year.
I don't think they've officially said, but that's the assumption at this point. I think I've also heard 16 thrown around.
Oh, so a little
Yeah,
like Sweet 16 in November. That would be loads of fun.
and I know we don't really cover the like men's side of things on this, but like they're moving to like 32 on their side.
Oh my God, this is why I even have the NCAA tournament then.
Well, it's going
Just
to be like a multi-week event in like multiple places. Apparently,
that's actually really cool.
they
I
want to
like men's
have
basketball, so
they want
I'll
to
be
have
sad.
November Madness and March Madness, like bookend the season,
Yeah.
which is really interesting and like cool. It's just like I don't know how many like top level teams are going to agree to get their asses beat like that.
Yeah, but Kyle, we're in the NIL era. So
I
if you're
know.
so you'll do it for the NIL money, right?
I'd really like to see USC in this next year. UConn as well. LSU.
hmm I think
Um,
Oklahoma already
yeah,
announced
sure.
that they're in it, right?
What was that?
Didn't Oklahoma already announce that they'll be here next year?
I can fact check that.
we're gonna assume that I'm always correct. I'm only kidding. Uh, but of course we play the Texas Longhorns. Should we get into it? Get into the little breakdown, Kyle?
Yeah, do you want to start?
Yeah. Go to the starting lineup real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So of course I I've been following women's basketball at the college level for like 4 years now. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? Texas and UCLA last time they played was in the NCAA tournament, and Texas ended UCLA's season. I
In like
believe that
2021,
well, it
something
might have
like
been the
that.
COVID year. Yeah, the year where there were no fans, or very little fans. I think that was Vic Schaefer's first or second year. So
It's
Corey and Vic have
2021, it looks like here.
mhm. Corey and Vic have met up before. There's history there. None of these players have. Of course, some of these players have played together on the national team, so through different iterations of it. So there's some familiarity. But as you can see, Texas is starting five. Texas is undefeated, just like UCLA. They're 5-0. We played 6 games, right, Kyle? We're 6-0.
Yeah, we are
We're
6-0 currently.
6-0. So who knows? That one extra game could be really important.
And speaking of like being 6-0, like we played a really solid game last night. We're not going to cover it super in detail, but I was really impressed with their defense.
Yeah, held an opponent to 0 points in a quarter. That's something that I always wanted them to do because it's
Yeah.
just it's so hard.
I
Like
mean,
they're
for
still.
a moment, I was like 9 to 49 at the half.
Mhm.
We
That's
played really,
crazy.
really well yesterday. And Lena Bilic was a huge surprise yesterday. She hit four threes and made a little midi as well. I mean, really nice game for her.
Yeah. Hopefully we can carry that confidence into this game because we're gonna need it. Uh, yeah, should we go to some stats? Look at some stats of the teams.
Did you talk about our starting lineup?
Well, this are you? I don't think that we'll start Angela. I just pulled the most recent starting lineup, which
I
didn't
see.
include Gianna because she had like a tweak or something.
Yeah, apparently she tweaked something in practice the other day. Corey just said she put her on a little bit of a minutes restriction. It's not anything permanent and it's nothing to be concerned about, apparently. So that's really good news. Angela is continuing to play some of her best basketball.
A great Angela's playing really well. She'll still make a really weird pass every now and again, but if you're gonna be making threes, you can make a weird pass
And
to Angela.
speaking of weird passes, Charlize Ledger Walker's two passes yesterday, the little behind the back and the no look dribble pass,
Very
they were
nice. Yeah.
gorgeous.
We were kind of balling
Yeah.
out yesterday. You were there,
Um,
so
yeah, we can move on though.
yeah. So I we were talking the other day about how Texas has improved their 3-point shooting so much, but then I was looking at their recent games, Kyle, and they've taken 10 threes, 12 threes, and 12 threes in the last 3 games, which isn't a lot. Uh, do you think that's something that they're going to need to do more of if they want to beat UCLA on Wednesday?
Well, Texas took, what did you say, 10 threes in this game that you've got the stats up for here?
Yeah, their last 3 games, it's been so last game they played, they only took 10, they made four. And then the previous two, they took 12 in each of those threes, which isn't a lot of threes.
1 second.
No, well, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. I think Texas is going to have a hard time relying on the mid-range jump shots that they like to get to with the length of UCLA,
I would agree.
specifically Madison Booker. She loves to get to that elbow and pull up for a mid-range shot. That's really hard to do with how tall Lauren is, how long Angela is, and even Amanda's 6'4". So I think they're going to have to kind of spread the floor a little bit more to get open looks. Because if
Yeah.
if you can go, would you have what you're
No,
needing
I'm
now?
sorry to cut you off. I'm not, but like, I would agree. I mean, you look at South Carolina versus Texas last year, which was a really effective matchup. I mean, besides the one time Texas was able to pull it out over South Carolina, where they had the home crowd on their side, which, speaking of that, I'd imagine this would be a more UCLA favorable crowd than Texas, just being in Vegas versus closer to Texas, but maybe not.
I don't know, Kyle. Texas one has fans everywhere, and they travel well. That's a well-traveled fan base for any sport.
Sure.
So we'll
Um,
see.
yeah. The other thing is this tournament really isn't selling that well. I really
Oh
thought it
no.
would, but I was watching a couple videos about it the other day, and there's so many open seats, and it's the price. I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's right around the holidays too, so it's kind of a
yeah.
big
I mean, I
either
would
like
go if it wasn't on Thanksgiving.
yeah,
I would
I
make the
would go
drive out to
too.
Vegas, but yeah, I would say back to Texas's threes. I just
Hmm.
wanted to pull up their season stats here. So they're not shooting that many per game, but they are shooting them at an efficient rate per game. So like they're making 36% of their threes as a team,
Hmm.
which is
So do you,
much higher than they were making last year.
so then do you think they're just going to have to rely on that more if they want to beat UCLA, or can they play their game the way that they want to play their game and beat
Yeah,
UCLA?
I think that's going to be the real question here. I mean, I think it'll. I don't know. I really go back and forth on this matchup. I wish we had both Sienna and Tamia. I know Corey wishes we had them both too.
Hmm.
But we have the experience. We are really composed under pressure. We are going to play as a team. And we've got Lauren Betts.
We do. We've learned bets. And you know what? I think um, Gianna Neepkins is going to play a big role. We're going to get to the X factors, and she's on there. Spoiler alert. But what are other some big separators in this game?
I
What
think
what?
rebounding for sure for both of these
Hmm.
teams. Both are really strong rebounding teams.
Hmm.
We had 47 rebounds last game. They had 40, so pretty
I would,
even there. I think they're generally better at rebounding, but we've been getting much stronger at rebounding this season, specifically the last couple games. And especially yesterday, I thought we really fought for our boards.
yeah, it was a good rebounding game. I think both of these teams, if you ask their coaches, they would tell you rebounding is a part of both of their identities as
Mm-hmm.
programs. UCLA is always a strong rebounding team. It doesn't matter how tall they are, they're always going to rebound well. Same with Texas. It's just like a mindset that those teams have. So I think it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath for those boards, not to alliterate too much, but I do think rebounding is going to play a big role, and and then just who can like get to the shots they want and that are going to work for what's being given, because both teams are going to try to take the other team's strength away. Like Texas is going to double Lauren and try to completely neutralize her, which means we're going to have someone open uh, from the perimeter. I would say almost every possession. And if UCLA can knock those down, let me throw out a number here, Kyle. If
So,
UCLA can make 9 threes, they will win this game.
and we're hitting that every game right now, almost. I think. I
Hmm.
don't. Maybe they're actually. Maybe besides game one, there's probably not a game where we haven't hit 9 threes. I don't know if I can fact check that right now, but
Oh
that
yeah, it's
sounds
fine.
right. Right.
That'll be our head cannon. That's our head cannon.
We're ninth in rebounding margin in the country right now.
Hmm.
Um, by like out rebounding our opponents. South Carolina is ahead of us. Notably, the teams ahead of us have played much weaker schedules.
That's what I was gonna say. Texas really hasn't
Um,
played a strong opponent yet.
Texas is 50 versus us being ninth. Yeah,
50th in the
Richmond's the
country.
strongest opponent they've. Yeah,
I thought
Richmond's
that
the
they,
strongest opponent they've played right now, right?
yeah, by far. They've played pretty soft schedule to this point, which is why I don't really put too much stake into scoring 102 points a game for Texas. I hope they don't make me eat my words on that, Kyle. What if they score 102 points against us? What do we do in that scenario?
Score 103.
That was a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be a hard fought game either way for sure.
Great.
We're ranked tied for 20th in terms of rebounds per game. Texas isn't even ranked in the top 50. Um, I've got the NCAA website up here. I'm just checking the rebound.
Mhm.
Defensive rebounding. We're 10th. Texas isn't on the top 50. and offensive rebounding. That's the one Corey wants us to be better at.
Hmm. Yeah.
And oh yeah, we're not even ranked in the top 50 in offensive rebounding.
I'm actually not surprised because we shoot a pretty high field goal
We've been
percentage.
making really efficient. Yeah, that's true. Texas
So
also
that,
isn't, and they've been pretty efficient this year as well. So
yeah, that kind of ties right to it. All right. Well, speaking of Texas Longhorns who are gonna be efficient or not, I don't know. I tried to transition, it didn't work. Madison Booker. Should we go to the Madison Booker discussion?
sure.
It's without a doubt, if Texas is gonna win, Booker has to be on. You mentioned the South Carolina game from last year. The game that they lost, she was what, like 2 for 17 from the floor. Um, Kept putting up the same shot over and over, and it wasn't falling. And if she does that, has the performance anywhere near that quality, it's not going to be good for Texas. But if she's on and she's hitting that pull-up jump shot, mid-range jump shot, and if she's expanding out to the three-point line, it could be a long night for UCLA. Do you have any thoughts about Madison Booker?
Yeah, I mean, obviously an incredible player. She leads. She's one of the best threes in the country. And she's one of the only true small forwards in my mind, quite honestly. But she's going to match up with another small forward in Gabriela Jaquez, who is had a weaker game yesterday, but is affecting the game every time she's on the court. Is having some of her best basketball. Her draft stock is rising rapidly, as everyone keeps saying. I think if anyone is up to the task of guarding Madison Booker, it's going to be Gabs.
Yeah, they match up size-wise. Gabs will always give effort.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it'll really come down to if Gabs can guard her without fouling her, which
Sure.
I think she'll be able to do. I don't see her as like someone who fouls too much.
Yeah, I think aside from Lena, really this year so far, we've been really disciplined in terms of our fouling.
Yeah, I would agree. Should we go to the next key to the game for
Sure.
Texas or X factor player? I don't know. Call them whatever you want. Kyle Oldacre,
Yeah.
one of the best rebounders in the country. Just a physical
Six
presence
six, big
down low.
frame,
Hmm.
matches
And
up with Lauren really well. I will say she's a little slower, on the slower side than Lauren, and I think Lauren's gonna be able to beat her down the floor. It both on
yeah,
both sides of the floor, for that matter.
Lauren's been running the floor really well this year. So hopefully she keeps that up, which I'm sure she will. Lauren's really consistent. I don't really worry about her like having a completely off game. I mean, she's a senior. We have so many seniors that we're pretty consistent game to game, which is nice. Uh,
I would almost say I think for a lot of WNBA scouts out there and like even just the general like draft evaluators, like I think this might be a more telling matchup for Lauren than the Reagan Beers one was. Just because Lauren and Reagan have been playing against each other their entire lives and know each other so well.
that's true. Well, where unless they played a game that is random, where Lauren, but I don't remember Lauren ever facing up with Oldacre.
Yeah, I
So
don't think they have really.
So it's how you handle something new. I could see that. And there will be tons of scouts there, no doubt.
Yeah.
The thing
Um,
is, we have to mention about Oldacre is she did leave Texas's last game um, early with the injury. So if she's not available for them, it would just be Brea Cunningham,
who
size-wise,
UCLA knows really well.
from her Arizona days. Yeah. She seems a little better at Texas, a little more disciplined with fouling at Texas, which was her issue at Arizona. At Arizona, like she would have 4+ fouls almost every game.
But that's
She
not what
seemed,
I mean, I don't even care about her not fouling. I don't
Mhm.
think she's going to be able to put the ball in the basket against us. And that's like they're going to need to make up Kyla Oldacre's scoring loss if she's not playing.
Yeah, because I think Cunningham will be able to rebound well enough. She's a physical rebounder, but then how will she be able to finish around Lauren and then even Amanda, who's her height,
And
and then
Angela, like
Angela as well.
I don't know. I This is a really intriguing matchup for sure. I kind of think if we can stop Madison Booker, we'll win the game.
I agree. That's
But I also
why.
could see us going with the strategy of like let Madison Booker get some shots off and score her 25 points, whatever she wants to score, and let everyone else try to beat you.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
I don't know that they can. Is the thing. Like we'll give full effort on defense, obviously across the board. But if we're gonna guard the 3 point line really well and guard the mid range and not let them get to the rack because Lauren's an excellent rim protector, what
mhm.
weapons do they have against us that they aren't going to be able to take away from us?
Yeah, I think Texas's message is going to be if we want to beat them, we have to offensive rebound. We have to get second chance points because one and dones, you just can't beat a team with UCLA size with a bunch of one and done possessions. So I think they're going to have to offensive rebound. I know that's not a player, it's like more of a thing, but
Sure.
um, should we go to UCLA's X Factor players?
I will say we're only 8 deep for this game. I mean, we're 10 deep, but Megan Grant and Christina Carmouzi are not going to play.
I agree. Um,
um, and that is like if we get into foul trouble, that's
yeah,
something to
definitely
watch.
be an issue. It's true.
But yeah,
Um,
let's talk about our X factors.
how about one Miss Kiki Rice?
Man,
Um,
she was so good in that Southern game yesterday.
she was aggressive. It was the most aggressive I've seen Kiki this year. She was really hunting that mid range, which is
Hmm.
something that she hasn't used as much since Lauren's been with UCLA, but she used it a ton her freshman year. And she
Yeah,
was using it on Sunday, which I love a lot because it's such a good shot for her, and it's something that she'll need if she wants to be a successful pro.
yeah. Kiki's playing some of her best basketball, I think, as well. I mean, I think a lot of our players are. Really, the only one I'd say who isn't right now maybe is Lauren, actually.
Yeah,
um, not to take anything away from Lauren, I think she's playing incredible basketball right now. But like, it's not quite where she was at the end of last season. We can be honest about that.
it's so interesting because we're not even like using Lauren that much. She's not getting that many shots. It's really like we're
Well, it's her gravity on the floor and our the ability to open up the 3 point line for us. I mean,
yeah,
I
and
really
drive.
like once Tamia's back, I think it's game over.
We've been driving a lot more too. Charlize has been driving really nicely.
And Charlize is really good at driving all the way to the rim and then passing all of a sudden. Like,
Mhm. Like kickouts, yeah, she's good
yeah.
at that. But Kiki, let's talk about Kiki, how she relates to Texas. I think that they're going to put Rory Harmon on her, who we didn't mention in
Who is much
player.
smaller than Kiki.
Yeah, but she's disruptive, and it's kind of like London Jones-esque, where she's just kind of annoy you, and Kiki's going to have to be strong mentally, which sometimes Kiki can get flustered mentally, and if Harmon can get in her head a little bit and start turning Kiki over, making Kiki make some bad decisions, kind of like what we've seen in some of the USC games with Kiki, then Texas could potentially pull something off here. Uh,
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit.
okay,
I think that Kiki will not be matched up with Rory Harmon.
who's guarding Kiki?
I think that Charlize is going to be with Rory,
Okay,
um, which doesn't make a huge difference, I don't think. But um, Kiki's probably going to end up on who are they playing at the two right now? Crump,
yeah, or Jordan Lee. I think they switched them off.
and I don't mind Kiki on either of those. I mean, she's perfectly capable of guarding both. But I don't know that they're capable of guarding her.
Yeah, um, I'd like to see Kiki challenge Cunningham and Oldacre and try to get them in foul trouble.
Sure,
Uh,
I would agree. She's really great at getting to the rack and drawing those and ones. She doesn't always get it called. Like yesterday, she had a drive to the rim. She like slammed to the floor afterwards, and then she ran back and tried to get to the other side, and they scored before she could get there because like
I do.
it was nasty. But that's okay. Rory's only 5'6".
Hmm.
She's pesky. I agree. It's a little Hannah Hidalgo esque in terms of that.
Yeah, that's another good comparison.
But I would say that Kiki handled Raven Johnson really well, who I would say is probably the best, like besides Hannah Hidalgo, defensive point guard in the country.
Hmm. Don't
And
disagree there.
that wasn't really a problem for Kiki. And I think she handles that pressure really well, especially now that she's going to be able to be off ball more and not really have that pressure on her during the game. I think it'll be okay.
I've been loving her off ball too. Catch and shoot
Yeah.
threes, um, dribble handoff, drive right to the rack. I love that with
And
her and
I
Charlize.
think her being off ball is making her more comfortable in the moment she's on ball, actually.
Yeah, just not being so relied upon to run the offense.
Yeah.
It's good for Kiki. It's a good year for Kiki so far. Hopefully she can keep growing in this role. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of growing in your role, what about Gianna Neekins?
Yeah, we mentioned she played a little less yesterday, only had 6 points. It was a little bit of a less efficient game for her. But her gravity on the floor, I mean, she had a gorgeous pass to Lauren yesterday on her drive to the rim. She kicked it right to her. Lauren was sitting in the middle of the arc there, whatever you want to. I don't know where she was on the floor exactly, but she shot her mid range from it. It was a really nice little look there.
Yeah,
Um,
Gianna's been good. We're gonna need, okay, how many threes from Gianna? We win the game if Gianna makes X amount of threes. Go.
I mean, I think you're taught. Like, I think if Gianna makes 4 or 5 threes, it's going to be really hard to stop us.
I agree. I was
But
gonna
I think
say
that means other people are hitting their threes as well. Because if
more
Gianna
than,
is hitting threes, it means Texas is having to decide who they're guarding on the floor, on the perimeter, because we're hitting all of our threes.
yeah, I was gonna say three. I think 4 or 5, we definitely win that
Yeah,
one.
like if she hits three, I think we probably win. If she hits 4 or 5, in the like, we're probably definitely winning that game category.
And do you know what else I think is gonna be important, like a little X factor that I don't think anyone is gonna say, is Gianna's rebounding. She's been
Oh,
a really
absolutely. She's a
strong,
great rebounder.
yeah, she's always right on the ball. Like she's always there somehow. And if she can finish those defensive possessions for us, not let them get second chance points.
And I think another hidden advantage for us is that if we get into trouble with someone bringing the ball up, near everyone on the floor for us, besides Lauren, is capable of bringing that ball up the floor.
I agree. I mean, Angela, not too much from you, but everyone else, uh,
I actually trust Angela to bring the ball up the floor as long as she doesn't pull up for the three the second she gets it across the
she
line.
does like, oh my God, the one moment in the game Sunday where she was like wide open and had no pass, and the whole crowd was like, shoot, and she did, and she made it. That was a really cool moment.
Ugh. She was great yesterday.
Yeah, she's been great. I mean, she's really been great. Uh, all right, do we have anything else? Oh, we have to get predictions. Some predictions.
Oh no. I mean, well, let's talk about. All right. If UCLA wins this game versus Texas,
Hmm.
in all likelihood, we will play South Carolina.
That's that it would be a massive upset if Duke can beat South Carolina. Yeah,
And we will not be having an episode out before then. Just logistically, it's not going to happen.
ain't gonna happen.
So let's play a little bit of a hypothetical here and say UCLA wins their game and we play South Carolina. What does that look
Hmm.
like for you?
Um, I actually think that we match up fairly well with South Carolina. We can match them guard for guard, in my opinion. Uh, I think Angela can do well on Joyce defensively. I don't think she's the same offensive player that Joyce is, but she can defend that four. And then center wise, Okot versus Lauren, it's like you go to the roster, UCLA like kind of has a lot of advantages. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'd say the only advantage they have, in my opinion, really is Don Staley.
Don't maybe Latson at the two.
Yeah, yeah, sure. But I kind of think like you just swap that one around a little bit, like Gianna for Latson. And Latson hasn't really had a go off game yet for them this year in the same way she did at Florida State. And I think to beat UCLA, she would need to.
Yeah, they or Tessa Johnson might be an advantage for them, but her and Gabs are like kind of similar,
And
especially when
again,
Gabs is.
Tessa and Gianna are very similar. Like,
Mhm, it's true. UCLA
I
just has so much depth.
yeah, and South Carolina, we would both have 10 players available for that game.
Mhm.
Um, and so what I would say is go down the list. So their two freshmen don't really play that much. So that cancels out Megan and Christina. Okay, so both have 8 players available. I'll take our 8 over their 8 any day.
Yeah. I think I would pick UCLA to win that, but I think it would be a very good game. Can I tell you a controversial take about my prediction for this Texas game?
You think we're gonna lose?
No, that's not it. I, I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think somebody's getting blown out. I don't know who, but I think somebody's going to really run away with that game.
That's terrifying.
Um, I don't know. I go back and forth on if UCLA is going to win or not. I really do.
Me too.
Uh,
And I know that's the cop out answer here,
mhm.
but I don't know that I think it'll be a blowout. Unless, okay, I think this is a cocky answer, but sue me. Um, I think
I might.
we could blow Texas out, but they couldn't blow us out.
Okay.
I think to blow
Um,
someone out, like a good team, you have to be able to hit lots of threes.
yeah, you got it because that's how you really.
And I don't think they
And
can.
no, but they can rebound with
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Uh,
And by blowout, I mean like I don't think either of these teams is losing by like 30 points.
oh no, I was thinking
Like 15.
15-ish, 20.
Yeah.
Um, but in the teens, 20, but like 19. You know what I mean? Um, so all right, I'll give a prediction. I'm gonna go with Texas beats UCLA 73 to 60, 60, 73 60.
Mm. This is the stressful part. Um all right. Well, I was in the gym for an inter squad yesterday and Janelle McDonald has faith that they're going to win. So, I'm going to have faith that we're going to win as well.
I mean,
Um
if Janelle says it.
I think UCLA is going to win.
Score, score, score.
79-64.
Oh, so you're thinking a blowout too. Um, but
I don't
I'm
know. I go
I
back and forth. If it's close, I'm thinking like 82-86.
ooh, that would be high scoring. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be a little bit of a physical game.
I could see
Like I
that. We could get a like Duke, North Carolina of it all last year and have like
yeah.
a like that Utah UCLA game 2 years ago at Pauley, um, where we beat. Oh no, it was Colorado, wasn't it?
Oh,
Colorado
I do
at
know what you
UCLA
mean.
to end like the last week of the regular season.
Yeah, and it was an
And it
ugly
was like
game.
55-48 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this game is officiated because, like I said, I think it's going to be a bit of a physical battle. And if they're calling fouls, I think that benefits UCLA. I think if it's a light whistle, that benefits Texas.
Yeah, I mean, this Texas team is also a team that went to the Final Four last year. They're missing
Yeah,
some pieces from that team for sure. Um, but it's an
Gwen and
experienced
Tonda,
team as well. One in Tonda, Taylor Jones,
Taylor Jones. Yeah, she was a big piece.
um,
Great rebounder too.
maybe a couple others. And
Oh,
the other people on this roster don't really play that much.
yeah. Um, all right. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm mostly excited to like watch UCLA against a good team. It's like good nervous. You know, like good nerves, bad nerves, you know?
Yeah, it'll be a fun one no matter what. I'm excited for a top 10 matchup. Notably, another note for us, moving on from that for a second. I don't know if we'll have an episode out before the Tennessee game on Sunday. Do you want to give a quick prediction for that game?
I think UCLA is going to win that game, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think we're going to blow them out. I could see that being a 20 plus point win.
Yeah. I could even see Tennessee jumping out to a lead to begin because like being hot from three and then just going completely cold and UCLA just completely running away with it.
Yeah, I mean, notably last game, I think last night it was, they shot much better from three than they have been shooting. I mean, they weren't playing anyone of significance, so
Hmm.
take that what you will. But Jania's having a really good year over there, though. At least, I mean, she's averaging like in the teens and having a really nice start to the season. So hopefully that continues for her. Um,
Yeah, but let us know your predictions of your what you think's gonna happen or how wrong you think we are. Either one's great. Uh, thank you for listening. We appreciate everybody. Uh, yeah, these are so much fun to do. So, okay, Kyle, have any parting words?
um, happy feast week.
Happy Peace Week. Happy
Enjoy
Thanksgiving.
your
Also, yeah, happy
yeah,
Thanksgiving to people.
enjoy your multi-team events this week, whether you're a UCLA fan or not. I know we have some non-UCLA fans that listen.
Who? Where?
um, so best of luck to your teams this week, and may the best team win.
Absolutely.
All right, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.